let's move on to what I'm going to call cyborg studies. We've, for some reason, decided that brain cells should be instructed to play Hogwarts Legacy on their own in a Petri dish.
I mean, I agree with that.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. Just drives more cells for Hogwarts Legacy.
So scientists have shown for the first time that 800,000 brain cells living in a dish can perform goal-directed tasks. There's something horrible about that, isn't there?
What do they mean by that? Like, physical brain
Well, they
cells?
can play ping pong. Literally playing pong in a Petri dish. Screaming.
Yeah, I don't think Anne would be pretty happy.
No. Well, I mean, this is precisely what Anne would be wanting for it, right? I'm going to keep you here alive.
All I can do is play ping pong.
Yeah, forever. Hate. But the Dr. Brett Kagan's like, we've shown that we can interact with living biological neurons in such a way that compels them to modify their activities, leading to something that resembles intelligence. Can these brain cells think? If they can play Pong, it sounds like they can. That sounds horrible. Glad it's not my brain cells in that dish. But anyway, I just find that just weird and gross and horrifying.
No, it's true, though. I mean, if there's anything from I Have No Mouth and I'm a Scream that we learn, it's burn that Petri dish with fire.
Yeah, but
Put it out of its misery.
This is like being in the end state, isn't it? Where it's just like, I can't even move. All I can do is think. I can't move or do anything. All I can do is play Pong.
Do you want to live like that, or do you want the bullet in the head?
I would rather the bullet in the head.
Yeah.
God, any day of the week. And the thing is, the research is now going to investigate what happens when they call it the dish brain is affected by medicines and alcohol. It's like, this is a human brain? Like,
what if we get drunk?
What do you think's going to happen? It's Pong playing's going to improve for the first pint, and then it's going to go rapidly downhill after that. Anyway, moving on. That was interesting. Why don't we start creating super rats, super intelligent brain rats? That sounds like a good idea, doesn't it? Because human brain cells were transplanted into baby rats' brains, and they grew and formed connections. Turned out that 1/6 of the rat's brain was then human brain. Super smart rats, Callum. Why not? What could go wrong?
Did it actually get smarter?
They don't say actually, because
Just felt disassociated with all the other rats.
I don't know.
Great.
Super smart brain rats running around, and the scientists are like, yeah, we're being paid for this. Like, why? Why are we paying you to insert human brain cells into a rat brain?
Well, Julian over here, he wanted to keep pets. Had some money left over in the budget, so
Yeah. But the thing is, he's like, it's an important step forward in progress into understanding and treating brain diseases. It's like, really? That's how we treat brain diseases, is it?
yeah, we're gonna start killing rats and putting rat brains.
If we
in human
didn't
brains.
understand, if we didn't make these super smart rats, then we wouldn't understand why you got dementia. It's just off the table. It's the only way to do it.
Is he doing it for a rat transplant or?
I think he's just doing it for the fun of it.
No, 'cause
Maybe I can
in
get
that
the
thing,
rats
like,
to play ping pong.
There are like some pig organs or whatever, or
Sure.
some skin you can put in a human, and it won't just immediately throw up.
Yep.
So I don't know. You don't want the rat brain.
I don't know. How about autistic monkeys?
I think monkey brain would be better. Yeah.
Let's go to the next one, John. Well done, science. What a brilliant achievement.
What is the?
Behold, I have created an autistic monkey.
Does he harass Shia LaBeouf or?
No, yeah, he's on 4chan right now. No monkey in all of human history, in all monkey history, has ever had autism before, but scientists have made it have. Why? Guess why? This is
for autism.
Exactly the classic excuse of the scientist. Well, I did this horrible demented thing because maybe it'll help us learn how to cure it. So what? Invoking it in monkeys now.
I think there are plenty of autists to test on already in the
exactly.
human world.
Right. But according to Nature, these monkeys started showing the classic signs of the disorder, including poor social skills.
Monkey Pepes being posted. Why can I not find girlfriend? Am I autistic, Paul?
Literally, it's hoped the research could lead to a greater understanding of autism. It's just like, okay.
Girl I have crush on asked about hyperinflation. I explained about hyperinflation, and then she walked away uninterested. What did I do wrong?
Anyway, moving on. Let's get out of the world of cyborg nonsense and go into the world of Brave New World. In fact, our Brave New World. Don't worry about this. I meant to take this one out. So let's go back to the line. Remember, we were going to live in the line in Saudi Arabia. Well, it's actually under construction now.
Yeah, I think they're still going to build it. It's not going to work.
No, it's obviously going to be nonsense. Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman said the line will embody zero-gravity urbanism. Brilliant. The design revealed today for the city's vertically led communities will challenge the traditional flat, horizontal cities and create a model for nature preservation and enhanced human livability. That's great.
Do you know RT Game? We spoke about his channel before.
Not a fan.
In City Skylines, you build like roads, and you put the houses or whatever on the roads, and the police stations and whatnot. Anyway, he had this idea of like, what if I just build a road that goes straight forever, and then just keep putting houses on it and so if you wanted to turn around, you'd have to go right to the end of the infinite road.
That sounds insufferable.
But there'd be no traffic.
That's true. There's
Anyway.
no turning, so...
He built it. And it just reminds me of this so much. He made a video the other day being like, the Saudis stole my idea. He's not wrong. The thing is, he obviously points out a great point. You know when you have like a police station?
Yes.
And you put it in the middle of a city, and then there's like a circle of where it can get to at a given time? What if it's on the line?
Well, you need more police stations.
Yeah, it's not profitable. I mean, just on that fact alone.
Yes, not a good use of space and resources. But anyway, the important thing about this is it's going to enhance human livability, which is why people are literally going to be killed for saying we don't want to live on the line. I'm not even joking.
I love Saudi Arabia sometimes. It's just the best country on earth. So I have too much oil. I don't know what to do. I don't know what tourism is because I'm too much of an Islamist. I don't know how to, I don't know, farm like the Israelis. So
enhanced livability, Callum.
We'll just
which
come
is
up
why
with
you've been
madness.
sentenced to death for resisting the enhanced livability.
Look at that football field. Do you reckon that one floats as well? Do you remember the video?
No,
They
yeah,
had floating
yeah.
trees. Do you remember that?
Yeah. I mean, I just think this whole thing's a total boondoggle. $500 billion it's going to cost.
Yeah.
And they expect it to be done by 2029, where they intend to host the Asian Winter Games in
Amongst the
Saudi,
floating
in
trees.
Saudi Arabia. The Winter Games. But
Well,
but
stop
yeah,
there, man.
one man was already killed. He was shot. And his 3 brothers were arrested for opposing the eviction of their tribe, and they were sentenced to death. So, Saudi Arabia for you. You know, I mean, I'm in favour of the death sentence, but possibly not that stringently imposed.
What do they think they were going to do? Exactly.
I don't know. But anyway, moving on.
Don't you care about tradition? King Saud?
No.
No. Get in the line.
Yeah, literally. Get in the line or get shot. Anyway, for those people who don't want to live in the line, you can always live in the sea pod. Can you scroll down just so you can see these pods? These are houses, or like something equivalent to houses. Can you even imagine how awful that would be? Like, you can't go for a walk. What you can do? Go for a swim.
Oh, yeah.
Terrible idea. Terrible idea these are, right? So this is a company that they're investing in the world's first eco-restorative homes in the form of floating pods that sit in the ocean.
Again, it's just dumb. Never going to work.
Obviously dumb.
Like, I remember a guy showing me, like, cities in the sea, and he was like, this is the future. I'm just like,
No, it's not. That's retarded.
you've not seen how much... Whatever. I'm not even going to try.
Yeah, exactly. But they hope...
See this dirt I live on? See it doesn't rust away? Like, I can live here, and it'll be fine in 100 years.
Yeah. So you'd be not just living in the pod, you'd be living in the sea pod. How wonderful. And they look tiny as well. Just like... terrible. Anyway, moving on.
Isn't that Azkaban, actually?
Sorry?
I'm pretty sure Azkaban is meant to be like a prison in the middle of nowhere in the ocean.
Yeah,
in
I
the
mean...
Harry Potter series.
But I don't know. I've never watched Harry Potter. But the point is, these will be marketed not as prisons, but as eco-friendly homes, because that's how you get.
That's eco-friendly.
That's how you get the Californian millennial to actually go and live in a prison in the middle of the ocean. You're saving the sea. Anyway.
Someone should make that advert. You know the guys at Babylon Bay? They should make the prison saves the world advert.
Yeah.
Come and live in our prison cell.
Yeah. Think of the carbon emissions that you're restricting by living in a prison.
Alcatraz. Oh my god, so carbon efficient.
Absolutely. The footprint of Alcatraz was brilliant. Anyway, moving on. Let's talk about families. So this was floated the other day. Now, this was just a quote-unquote philosopher who was an associate professor of the philosophy at the University of Oslo. So average Scandinavian woman is like, why don't we use brain-dead women as baby surrogates? That's not awful in every way, shape, or form, is it? But it's not terrible.
Just work for the Mechanicus.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I thought that brain cells playing Pong for eternity in a jar was bad, or turning monkeys autistic was bad. But surely using a brain-dead woman
I want a birthing servitor.
as a birthing servitor is just evil, right? Like, if it's just surely that's just. I mean, it's hideous. You go into the hospital and there's just a woman unconscious on a bed.
It's just 20 years from now. Why do the Muslims hate us?
Yeah,
Why do they think we've been disattached from God in the West?
She herself admits that this is undoubtedly disturbing, but would help parents who wish to have children but can't. And it's like, listen, right? This might have been a solution like 30 years ago when we were primitives. We were actually savages banging rocks together. We were like, okay, we've got a brain-dead woman. We've got the technology to keep her alive. We may as well impregnate her and produce children. But how many children? You should, no.
Well, this is how Bill Clinton used to.
Yeah, you don't know what the 90s were like, right? This
The weird rock banging time.
before we had the internet, right?
Okay.
So before we had the internet, this is the kind of level of technology we had.
Grog vote Bill Clinton.
Yeah. But now we're living in the future. We're not just gonna. I mean, like it. We are concerned above all things about the line going up, and one woman as a surrogate, brain dead surrogate, surely can only produce one child a year, and then she's surely only got like 15 years worth of prime brain dead baby making years in her, right? That's not good enough. The line is not going up enough, right? What we need is a giant factory for babies, which is what's been proposed. Let's watch this.
Introducing Ectolife, the world's first artificial womb facility, powered entirely by renewable energy. Ectolife allows an infertile couple to conceive a baby and become the true biological parents of their own offspring. It's a perfect solution for women who had their uterus surgically removed due to cancer or other complications. With Ectolife, premature births and C-sections will be a thing of the past. Ectolife is designed to help countries that are suffering from severe population decline, including Japan, Bulgaria, South Korea, and many others. The facility features 75 highly equipped labs. Each state-of-the-art lab can accommodate up to 400 growth pods or artificial wombs. Every pod is designed to replicate the exact conditions that exist inside the mother's uterus. A single building can incubate up to 30,000 lab-grown babies per year.
That's a line that's going up really fast. 30,000 cloned foot soldiers a year. That's brilliant.
Do you remember?
You're not going to find 30,000 brain-dead women a year.
Did you ever watch The Island? I recommend it too. It's a movie about exactly this, except that they grow them as well.
Oh, do they?
And then they just turn them into an organ harvesting operation because they grow them to the exact age they want them, and they just rip out the organs.
Ugh, well, that's awful.
And then recycle.
But yes, I mean, this is literally Brave New World. They are literally going to decant babies out of these bottles. And there we go. That'll be baby. And you won't even need to actually push them around yourself. They've created smart strollers. So the decanted babies will just be taken around by computers. I mean, yeah, it's not terrible, but it's just the general sort of... there's something important about physically doing these things yourself that connects you to the actual experience of being a human, I think.
To watch the full video, please become a premium member at lotuseaters.com.